Hi, this is Grace, and in this video I'm going to use an everyday kind of example to talk about scapegoats, people who are dealing with people who are kind of narcissistic in their behaviors. I don't know anybody who's been diagnosed with it myself, but yeah, their behaviors are kind of narcissistic, maybe histrionic, some kind of cluster B kind of behaviors. You know, they're way tuned into themselves, okay? Like the world revolves around them. And I'll use an everyday kind of example, like I said. So say you have a doctor's appointment or appointment at a dentist office, and you go in and pretty much everybody's new to you. Everybody is. No, not pretty much, but everybody is, including the doctor or dentist. You can say it's kind of like an emergency type of situation, or, you know, you need to see somebody that day. And you made an appointment, and you go in, and immediately, altogether you run across 5 people, 5 staff, including one of them is the doctor or dentist. And all 5 of them are, staff. Like I said, there are other ones, but you don't run across them. But those 5, 4 of them out of those 5 have that kind of behavior. Okay, the total indifference. They don't even acknowledge that you're there, barely. But they're too tuned into their computer or themselves. They're like in a la-la land. You know, they're not paying really much of attention to you. It's more like, you know, a robotic. You know what they do while you're there. And you try to engage because you're the type that's mindful. You're there. You're engaging in your environment and what's going on. And they or just totally ignore you, turn their head, you know, snarl a little bit maybe, because how dare you to them. That's how they say it. How dare you try to engage in them. They are busy with their computer or their own mind. You know. So 4 out of those 5 are like that. Okay. One of them is the doctor or the dentist. Now, the doctor or dentist is in, say, his or her 50s, and so is the one employee who does not behave this, is in her 50s. So let's say they're all female. Okay, she's in her 50s. I think I said that earlier, but anyway. But the other 3 are not. They're young. They're younger, much younger. And like I said, 4. You know, those 4 are so indifferent. Now that one person, that one woman in her 50s, she's not the doctor or dentist, she's very nice when she's by herself with you. If somebody else is there, she seems like she feels very uncomfortable and as though she has to behave like them. Not like herself, but like them. When she's alone, she seems to be very, you know, there's nothing that stands out. She seems normal. I'm not going to put it that way. She seems like a normal person. Not like these other ones who are totally indifferent. She seems normal. But around them, she doesn't. Now, I don't know about where you live or, you know, anything. I do know about where I live. That I hardly ever see anybody in their 50s on any kind of job. Any kind. From grocery store. Well, mainly grocery stores. I've seen a couple. But anywhere else, no. None. They're usually millennials. I'll just put it that way. They usually are. There's this one woman in her 50s. She seems normal. There's nothing that she's not ignoring you. She's behaving like people usually do, acknowledging that you're there. You know, talking to you when she needed to. You're engaging in your conversation. But when the other people are around, no. Okay, like she comes in with a chart and writes stuff down, you know, about why you're there and something, and asks you, well, why are you here? You tell her, and she says, well, they only said 1, not 2. And, you know, you say, no, that's what I told them when I called. And she looks at you like she believes you and rolls her eyes like that's normal. She doesn't, you know, yeah, yeah, I know. You know, that's how it goes. You know, so she lets you know that she knows they're not doing their job. And it continues when she's alone with you. And even when somebody's there or behind her and they can't see her face, she's letting you know she doesn't behave like them and it is their fault. But at the same time, she's not letting them see that, and you get the feeling she's a scapegoat. she's trying to keep her job there, so she has to play the game. You know, like I said, I don't see that many people in their 50s and above working anywhere, you know. But yeah, she's behaving that way. And you can see, like I said, when you face her, nobody sees her face. You see her reaction is of letting you know somehow. And you're feeling like empathy for her. You know, not like, it is empathy. You get what's going on there. But yeah. And later on, whenever you find out that this place is bad, it's a bad place, and they're doing, you know, stuff to get more money out of you, and some, you know, just trying really hard to get as much money as they can. And it's all about the money, but not that one person, that one woman. Okay? And you really start to think about it, and you see that, you know, how bad it must be for her to have to do that. You know, and that one of the things they did the whole while, when you know, assess the whole situation as it went, is they sent her in to do their dirty work. You know, yeah, they sent her in each time to do their dirty work. You see where I'm going, you know? This is the scapegoat. How many of you can detect a scapegoat now? You know, in the past, it used to be that there was always that one person who was kind of narcissistic on any job, any business I ever went to, or any job I ever had, or any class room I ever went into. Just one. That one. Now it's pretty much the opposite. There's that one who's more of the scapegoat, or rather, I don't know what else to call it, but not like them. Not like the West. The West, too much, too often. Not everywhere. I'm not generalizing, saying everywhere, all that. But yeah, you know, there's only that one. That's the good person. You know, the decent person who's in a bad situation. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. If you have any stories, leave a comment below, or just a comment. Like, subscribe, comment, share on your social media. If you want to subscribe, click that circle. Talk to you on another video. Bye.